Hey everyone, and welcome back to Tech News Now. We're diving deep into OpenAI's Sora today. We'll be talking with Lester Mapp, founder, marketer, total AI enthusiast. You might know him from his newsletter, No Sluff, Just Facts, which, side note, you should definitely check out. But today, we're talking Sora, and it's making some pretty wild claims online.
Yeah,
What is the hype about?
it's definitely living up to the hype. It's pretty simple. You type in some words, a description, a scenario, anything you can imagine, and Sora makes a high-quality video out of it. Not just simple slideshows either. These are full-on, dynamic, professional-looking videos.
Okay, hold on. That sounds impressive, but my inner skeptic is raising an eyebrow here. How is that even possible? Really?
It's understandable to be skeptical, but the tech behind Sora is really groundbreaking. Remember Daily, that AI that created images from text prompts?
Yeah, yeah.
Sora takes that and combines it with video, all thanks to these things called neural networks. Think of them like
Yeah.
computer systems that learn kind of like our brains do.
Okay, so AI brain power. But everyone's talking about how smart ChatGPT is. Is there a connection there?
Absolutely. ChatGPT and Sora are like siblings. They both use something called transformer architecture, which is a fancy way of saying they understand the relationships between words and images. It's like,
Yeah.
traditional AI was like memorizing flashcards. And transformers can understand the grammar and the context, the meaning behind the words. So you get way more realistic and creative results.
So it's not just random visuals. It's like Sora gets what we want and makes something meaningful. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
But how can we use this? How can Sora help us launch a side hustle right now?
Well, there are a few exciting options. You could become a prompt engineer.
A prompt engineer? Okay, I never heard of that.
Think of it like being a director for AI. Sora needs the right instructions to make those amazing videos, and that's where the prompt engineer comes in. You're crafting those word combinations that make Sora tick, guiding it to make great video content.
So it's like being a translator between us and the AI.
Exactly. And because this is such a new technology, lots of people don't really know how to write effective prompts. So they're not getting the most out of Sora. And that's where you come in. You can offer your services as a prompt engineer, helping businesses and marketers and anyone who wants to create compelling video content.
Okay, I can see the potential here.
Mhm.
But wouldn't it be hard to compete in such a new field?
Here's a tip.
Yeah.
Focus. Instead of being a Sora expert for everyone, pick a niche. Plumbers, real estate agents, fitness instructors, anyone who could use eye-catching videos. Then you can specialize in the types of videos you create. Marketing ads, explainer videos, product demos.
So become the Sora whisperer for a specific audience. What else?
If you're feeling more ambitious, you could start an AI video creative agency.
Ooh, fancy. How's that different from being a prompt engineer?
Well, a prompt engineer just makes the prompts. An agency takes it a step further. They deliver complete polished video products. They do everything, brainstorming concepts to editing the final video.
So it's like a one-stop shop for AI video. Sounds like it would take some video editing skills.
They would be helpful, sure. But remember, Sora's doing most of the work. And you don't need much to start. You can literally reach out to small businesses near you.
Wait, like knocking on doors.
Sometimes old school methods are best. Think about it. These local businesses probably don't have a lot of money for a traditional video production company, but you can show them what Sora can do and make videos that could really boost their business.
Yeah, I can see how that would work.
Yeah.
Any other tips for getting those first clients?
Here's a good one. Offer to make some free videos in exchange for reviews. Those testimonials will be so valuable when you're building your portfolio. You're basically trading your time for credibility.
Yeah, reviews are so important.
Yeah.
Okay, you've given us 2 side hustle ideas. What's the third one?
This one is for the introverts out there. Content creation using Sora.
Tell me more.
Think faceless YouTube channels or documentaries. But they're made entirely by AI. You can use ChatGPT to write the scripts, Sora to make the visuals, and even AI voice generators for narration. No need to be on camera, no interviews, just pure informative content.
I am liking this no human interaction idea. What kind of content would work best for this? Should we all be making cat videos?
Well, cat videos are always a win, but I'd recommend choosing something more lucrative. Think finance, business, anything that pays well per ad. Educational videos, market breakdowns, investment strategies. There's a big audience for that stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. But I imagine it takes time to build a YouTube channel, right? It's not just uploading a few videos and making money.
Right. This one takes longer than the other two. You need to be consistent. You need to keep making high-quality content to build an audience.
So patience and persistence.
Yeah.
Anything else for our aspiring content creators?
Here's where storytelling comes in. You need to hook your audience, keep them engaged, make them want more. There's a classic structure that can really help you do that. The hero's journey.
Ooh, a story.
It's a framework that takes the viewer on a roller coaster. You start by introducing the ordinary world, like setting the stage. Then comes the call to adventure, where there's a problem or an opportunity. Then crisis and challenges, where the hero faces obstacles. Finally, you have the results or reward, showcasing the outcome, the success, the transformation.
Wow, that's like a roadmap for making great stories. I can see how this would be helpful for anyone making content, Sora or any other platform.
It's a game changer.
Yeah.
And you can use this framework for anything, any niche, any topic, any story.
Okay, wow. We have covered a lot in this first part of our deep dive into Sora. We've gone from skeptical to, I have to admit, pretty excited. But there's more to come. We'll be back after a quick... Oh, wait, we don't have commercials. We'll be right back with part 2 after this. Stick around. Welcome back to Tech News Now. Before we went to commercial break, we were talking about the hero's journey. And it's great for making your videos with Sora really captivating. But I think we need to talk about the downsides, too. Yeah, that's true. With all this AI and innovation, it's easy to forget about the bad stuff.
Yeah.
What are some of the things we should watch out for?
Well, one thing that people talk about a lot with AI-generated content is authenticity. Can we really trust what we're seeing when it's made by a computer?
Right. It's not just if it looks real. It's about if it's actually, real.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to be bombarded with fake news, but in video form now?
Yeah, that's a real concern.
Huh.
And as AI tools get better, it's going to be even harder to tell what's real and what's fake. We're going to have to get better at critical thinking. We have to question everything we see and check different sources.
It's like we need a whole new level of digital literacy. We can't just trust everything we see online anymore.
Exactly. We need to be smart, be skeptical, and watch out for red flags. And we need to talk about these challenges so we can all learn about the dangers of AI-generated content.
So education and awareness are key. Besides authenticity, are there any other ethical problems we should be thinking about?
Another big one is bias. AI models learn from huge data sets. And if those data sets have biases, the AI will have them too.
So let's say Sora learns from videos with mostly men as leaders. Would it be able to make realistic videos with women leaders?
Exactly. And that's just one example. Bias can show up in AI in lots of different ways. It's something that developers and users need to be aware of, and we have to work to fix it.
It's like we're looking in a mirror. We're seeing our own biases reflected back at us through AI.
It is, but it's also a chance to learn and grow, and to build AI systems that are fairer for everyone.
We can't just let technology decide the future. We have to help shape it and make sure it's used for good.
Right, and that brings us to another important point, access. We have to make sure these tools are available to everybody, not just rich people or tech experts.
Because if only a few people have access, it could make inequality worse. It could create a divide where some people have a huge advantage.
Exactly. We need to make AI accessible to everyone, so everyone can use these tools to create, to innovate, and to tell their stories.
I love that, democratizing AI. It's like giving everyone superpowers.
Exactly. And when more people can create and innovate, we unlock so many possibilities.
So even though there are challenges and risks with AI video, there's also huge potential for good. It's up to us to use it the right way.
I agree. We need to be informed and proactive in shaping the future of AI.
This has been really insightful. You've shown us both the good and the bad of AI video in a new way. Thanks for sharing your expertise with us. And to our listeners, thanks for tuning in and for all your great questions. We'll be back in a few minutes to answer some of those live. We're back with Tech News Now, and we have a ton of questions from our listeners, all about Sora and how it's going to change things. Ready to tackle some of these head on.
Absolutely. Bring them on. I love a good challenge, especially when it comes to AI.
All right, let's go. This first one is from Sarah in Seattle. She asks, you talked about picking a niche if you're starting a business with Sora. Any tips on how to choose the right one?
That's a great question, Sarah. Choosing the right niche is really important. You want to find something that you're passionate about and good at. But it also needs to be something people want and that can make money.
So it's not just about what's trendy. It's about what you're good at and interested in.
Exactly. Think about the things you love. What are your hobbies? What do you know a lot about? What problems can you solve?
So if I'm, let's say, really into sustainable living,
Yeah.
and I'm good at explaining things simply, Maybe I could make Sora videos about eco-friendly stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You could make tutorials about composting, DIY videos for upcycling, explainers on renewable energy, and use Sora to make them look amazing. But then you need to see if there's actually an audience for that. Are people searching for that kind of content online? Are there businesses that would pay for it?
Do your research before you go all in. Great advice.
Hey.
Okay, next question is from David in Denver. He says, I like the idea of using Sora to make content, but I'm worried about competition. Won't everyone be doing this?
I get it, David. It's true that a lot of people are getting into content creation now, especially with tools like Sora. But competition can be a good thing. It can push us to be more creative and make better stuff.
So instead of avoiding competition, we should use it to get better.
Exactly. Make really good content that your audience will love. What makes you different? What problems can you solve? What stories can you tell that no one else can?
It's like finding your own little corner within a bigger category.
You got it. And remember, it takes time to build an audience. Don't give up if it doesn't happen overnight. Just keep creating, keep engaging, and keep getting better.
That's inspiring. Okay, last question. This one's from Maria in Miami. She wants to know, what are the biggest challenges you see with AI video tools like Sora?
Good question, Maria. One of the biggest challenges is that people might misuse them, especially to create fake videos, what they call deep fakes. We have to be really careful about that. We need to fight misinformation and protect people.
It's like we need to be extra responsible now. We have to be aware of how powerful these technologies are.
Absolutely. And we have to make sure these tools are used ethically. They shouldn't be used to create harmful content. And everyone should have access to them, not just a few people.
It's like any powerful tool, right? It can be used for good or bad.
Exactly. We need to talk about these issues and work together to create a future where AI benefits everyone.
Well said. This has been an amazing deep dive into Sora and AI video. We've learned about how it can change industries, help us start businesses, and even change how we watch and make videos. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us.
It was my pleasure. I hope everyone listening feels inspired to try out AI video and see what they can create.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us. Remember, the future is up to us. Let's use these tools responsibly, creatively, and with a goal of making things better. Until next time, stay curious, stay innovative, and keep exploring the world of tech.